Wakizashi's Tea House. Konnichiwa, minasan, it's Gray from Wakizashi's Tea House. How you doing? Are you good? I'm Genki, thank you. Okay, today let me give you my review of Gunslinger Spawn, issue 5, which came out today, Wednesday, February 23rd, is it? Yeah, Wednesday, February 23rd, 2022. It's still priced at the fantastic Spawn price of $2.99, and I've got to say, this issue looks beautiful. It's got Brett Booth on art again, and it's written by Todd McFarlane. Just look at that cover. That's the main cover by Brett Booth. I love the detail and the colours. Okay, so what is this issue about, and is it any good? Well, it's a solid issue. To be honest, it's not a lot happens in the issue. It's like one long, huge fight scene, but there's also a nice look into Spawn's past, which Clown is telling Gunslinger Spawn about, so that's interesting. Gunslinger Spawn and Clown have a huge battle which basically lasts the whole issue. So if you like fight scenes, if you like action, if you like deadly art, I think you'll enjoy it. Yes, so not as good as last issue for me, but it's still a very good, solid issue. And I'm enjoying this more than the main Spawn title. Controversial, I know, but it's true. My favourite is still King Spawn, but yeah, Gunslinger Spawn is coming a close second. Let me show you a little bit of the art from inside, from Brett Booth. It really is beautiful. I love his panel breakdowns. I love some of the dynamic, like kinetic art in here. There's a sense of movement. There's even some almost manga-like images in here. You'll know when you see it. Look at this, a great breakdown in the panels. Here we've got Clown talking about Spawn. He's telling Gunslinger Spawn about Spawn's past. So yeah, a solid issue, and I enjoyed it. It's so much more fun than a lot of the the mainstream stuff that's out there at the moment. I think the indies are killing it recently. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, so I'm going to go on with my short story summary, and then I'll show you the variant covers at the end of the review. Okay, keep watching. Here we go. After the events of last issue, the huge fight between Gunslinger Spawn and Clown, and the mini-clowns, don't forget, we see Gunslinger Spawn knocked out on the ground, and there's a nice touch here where Clown's returning his hat. If you read last issue, you know what that refers to. It seems that Clown doesn't want him dead. So Gunslinger Spawn finally gets up and we get a bit of banter between Clown and Spawn. "I'm just getting warmed up, fat man." Then Gunslinger Spawn goes on the attack again. He's trying everything. He knows he's got the weaker hand here, but he's going to fight anyway. Come on, he's Gunslinger Spawn. And he refuses to be partners with Clown. Great art here from Brett Booth. Look at that. Look at the motion of the punch. As Gunslinger Spawn takes a huge punch in Clown's face, he smiles and licks off some green blood from under his nose. Crack! He returns a punch with interest. And then we're treated to this dynamic, almost manga-like page from Brett Booth. Look at it. Clown smacks the ground with his fists, causing an explosion. Gunslinger Spawn hurtles through the air yet again. I love the lines of like energy, action, the movement. It's fluid, it's dynamic, it's kinetic, and it leaves a weird pattern in the ground. You can see Gunslinger's body. He looks like he's out for the count. Gunslinger picks himself up once again, and he's ready to finish this. And then there's a weird scene at the bottom where Clown suddenly bursts into manic laughter. "You know what? For a Spawn, you're okay." And he says he's beginning to like him. Then we're treated to a lovely panel breakdown here from Brett Booth. And there's quite a lot of dialogue here as Clown's explaining what happened. He's giving a lot of background on Spawn and how Spawn got his powers. Then there's a reference back to an earlier issue of Spawn where there was some kind of green-looking nuclear explosion. Apparently it sent Clown through some kind of portal or into another dimension where he ended up in hell. It says, in the future, he found himself and he was fighting himself. After Clown passed through the rip in time, he finds, believe it or not, Kincaid imprisoned where he is. And Kincaid's begging Clown to release him, and Clown agrees on one condition. He wants the souls of every dead child that Kincaid had killed. Gunslinger can't believe it. "Wait, your army is a bunch of dead kids?" Something like that. Okay, let me skip ahead again. And we have Gunslinger saying he wants to get back to 1864, or, if possible, 1862. Then we see a strange sight. Wolves from the wild are approaching them. Wait a minute, is Gunslinger Spawn controlling the wolves? It looks like he is when the wolves suddenly attack Violator. As McFarlane writes, all hell breaks loose. Okay, that's where I'm going to end my review. Save the last few pages for you. So, that was the action-packed issue 5 of Gunslinger Spawn. What did you think? Please leave a comment. Okay, this is a preview of the forthcoming issue in March. This will be Gunslinger Spawn issue 6. Wow, we're up to 6 already. A deadly cover there with the green eyes of the Spawn and the horse. Nice full moon in the background. And here's a variant cover by the artist Jonathan Glapion. I think it's Glapion or Glapion. What do you think? Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the main cover or do you prefer this one? Okay, as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my review and I hope to see you in a future video. This is Gray from Wakazashi's Tea House signing off for the morning here. Good night. Good morning. Matane. Wakazashi's Tea House. Please subscribe.